Welcome, Fallout lovers, to my channel. Video is video 1 in my Building with Mods series and featuring Vault 101. Now, for some reason, this vertebrate seems to be just circling around my vault. I don't know why, but he's just circling around. And they've been doing this for a while. They're just flying around. Anyway, moving on. We are looking at today's mod for this build. There'll be a link below to my previous video explaining some of the other mods that we are using. Clean the Commonwealth, Place Anywhere. Also, there's Orphans in the Commonwealth as well. That just adds children to your settlement options. And just below that, a nice oak tree of diverse children, which just adds more children, hairstyles. And also, I've found that it adds clothes for the children. I'll randomly find in other places, I will find clothes for them. But I have several other mods loaded, and I think I'm going to do a second series where I'm just going to showcase a lot of my favorited mods and what I like about them, what I don't like about them. I also have another mod here to help that adds just more objects for me to build in and decorate. I like that one. I didn't like so much. They have their own, but this one here, I like that one. The Minutemen Morale Pack, that's a good one. I'm looking for a specific one. The Mist Workshop, that one I really like because instead of having those castle artillery, you can put a tank in your settlement and it'll work as the artillery. And with this you can add, there's another one where you can add vertebrates, so you can basically take a settlement and make it an old pre-war military base with all the pre-war everything. And that'll be in another video later on. But here's today's featured is the Vault 111 settlement for Xbox1. Like I said, I think I'm going to split this into two different series where I'm going over the mods themselves and then more specifically what I've done in a settlement, and then try to link the two series together. That way I can really kind of use the channel to showcase some mods that maybe people are just interested in looking at mods, and where other people might be looking at, they just want to see what I've done with the settlements and look at that for inspire themselves as far as what they want to do in their settlements. So let's move on. Let's get down into Vault 111 and let's look and see what I've done here. Now, of course, with all the areas that we have, and the Commonwealth being what it is with raiders and super mutants and everything, you really would like a secure place to live. And after coming out of my vault and, becoming the leader of the Minutemen in my case, in my playthrough, I've decided to go back and clean up Vault 111 and get it so that people can live in. Because, look how secure it is. You've got this tunnel. We've got a couple turrets right here in case somebody does get past our defenses. I say a lot. And, hopefully you can get past that. I'll try to edit it out as best I can. But here we come into the settlement. We've got 2 turrets. So that starts us off with like 16 defense, I think. I think this guy, I don't know how that mod's working out. It was supposed to make him shoot. I'll have to test it out in another settlement, but I just like putting him there. This area here, I'm going to eventually... Now, you can see how dark that corner is. One of the issues I have with this vault is lighting and power. This mod was created before the Vault-Tec DLC came out, and I don't think he's updated since. But I mean, it's okay lighting, but there's certain areas that you know, kind of dismal. I guess if you really wanted to brighten it up and make it brighter, or put anything that kind of works. Well, but we do have some settlers. Ooh. It looks like we got 2 adults that came in. One thing I found with settlers for this particular mod is I can't send settlers to Vault 101 from any of my other settlements. If I do, they're gone, they vanish. They never make it to Vault 111. The only way that I can get settlers into Vault 111 is to have a beacon. And of course I did a lot of this videoing before I did the audio, so because I don't have all that great graphics. So what I've decided, so we'll go back to that, but right here I've decided that this is the security station, so I'm going to put these guys in some security uniforms, and I'm going to put them here. Now there is a mod, I'm not sure which mod this comes from, but exact same chairs, but it makes them guard chairs. So again, it's going to add 2 defense, 2 to your defense, and these guys will sit in there. So we're just going to assign them to these chairs, and basically I want to fill this vault up, kind of set it up the way that it was set up originally. I think I might just speed up some of this video for you.
Okay.
So we don't have to keep going through all this, but since I'm not very good at editing everything together just yet, I think as my channel grows and, you know, as I get more subscribers, and I get better at this, like I said, I'm kind of new at putting all these videos together. It's really kind of a hobby, kind of to show somebody what I'm doing. Okay, so let's go back to electricity. Now, this mod really doesn't let me scrap a lot. I couldn't scrap anything really except for those boxes, but I couldn't get rid of these, and I couldn't build another power generator. The only generator that I could get to fit was the fusion generator. And then when I tried to use the regular radar dish, it was too high. So I had to go with this recruitment radar dish. And again, I'm not sure what mod it comes from. I know it's not the SOE, so I guess I'll have to leave some comments below. If anyone's even interested, that matter, I guess leave a comment below if you want to know which particular mod it was. I'll look it up and I'll respond to you. And then, of course, that'll be in there. But yeah, this regular one, it hits the ceiling. I can't get any electric to it. But this one uses ambient electricity, so I just kind of put a capacitor on the side of the fusion generator and made it work. And, I mean, there's a couple other ones here, but I'm pretty sure this is from going back at the beginning of my... This looks like a cute little thing here. Much better than the terminals they give you in the vanilla game. Put that on a desk and then use that terminal hooked up to power. And I'm pretty sure this is from the... It's not the settlement, not the SOA one, because they have their own expansion there, but I'll leave a link below. So we had to create this power. We had to do this beacon here. Now, I tried figuring out, for some reason, I can't get power to work anywhere, and I was hoping maybe I could get these conduits to work or something. So I figured out with the electricity, so I could put some lights over here. Basically, I just ended up having to wire stuff down the old-fashioned way. not really ideally what I wanted to do, because a lot of stuff doesn't really stick the way I wanted to. I probably could have done a little bit better job with this hiding the wires, but I was kind of rushing through it just to get some electricity and kind of light up that corner. In addition, one of the things with guards, and I don't know how many people picked up on this, say you can get guards to actually walk back and forth through your settlements. And what you do is you create more guard posts than you actually have guards. Yeah, I put one of those guard chairs over there in the eating area. These two guard chairs over here in the actual guard area. And then up here in my entranceway, I have, not only do I have a guard chair there, but there's a guard post, another like a guard rug, and I can link to that, the specific crafting mod that links to. But when I have that, what it makes these guys do is these guards now will walk back and forth between those stations, kind of adding a little bit. Also, I couldn't really destroy the cryopads. If you saw briefly, I just kind of had to board them up and put wood in front of them, because you can't craft that. You know, you can craft some things, but really what I found is there's not a lot of space really in Vault 101. You've got those two areas when you first come in that are the cryopods. You walk down here, you've got your security entrance. You come around the corner, and there's your generator room. And if we go on the other side of the generator room, when we come up here, you've got the overseer's area. There's the overseer's desk. Then you come in. Okay, I guess I'm not going to go in there right now. I thought I did. Okay, I'm going to go back, but you have the overseer's room over there. And so there's really not a lot of space really to do anything. You can't get rid of the generators. It's not a very large vault, and you can't do much else. Like I said, there's not really many places for me to build. Oh, there he goes again, back. There's really no space to build shops. I mean, I guess I could build some in there, but do you really want people coming into your vault that are going to be traders? So what I decided is this little escape tunnel. Oh, and we have 2 children. And I really would like to know what these 2 kids are doing in this hallway, just standing there, not doing anything. I don't really know what I'm going to do with these 2 kids. I found pajamas for one somewhere. But I've got 2 kids and 2 adults for a total of 4 settlers in this settlement right now. I've got 9 beds, which is really, I don't think I can make any more beds. But this is the escape tunnel that we come out of. There is a part of the mod does lock that escape tunnel door, so they can't open it without a terminal. So I figured this escape tunnel might be where I can set up some shops, but space-wise, it doesn't really add a lot for places for me. I guess I can decorate that hallway with a bunch of junk, and I put a couple shops there. That'll generate me some caps. And I guess there's the other guard post that I put up there, and I can station some people there dressed up in some Vault Tech's coats when I find them, Vault Tech Lab coats. Okay, she's sitting there again. But going back and forth, there's really not, not a heck of a lot that I can really do with this vault. Yeah, I can decorate it up, but as far as any type of resources or caps or anything, I think the max that you can get for caps is 50 a day. So even with those 2 shops, it should generate some caps for me. So as I wander the wilderness, and like I said, I am on a survival mode playthrough, so there's no fast traveling. So when I start leaving here and I start going slowly, making my way to the other side of the map as I move through my different settlements. By the time I'm going to come back to this settlement, it's probably going to be at least a couple weeks in-game time before I come back. So I should have 300, 400, 500, 600 caps here. Plus, I loot weapons and ammo pretty much from all my kills. And if I don't scrap them, I scrap the weapons for materials, and I sell the ammunition for caps that I can use to buy shipments of items later on. Plus, with one of the patches that Bethesda put in the game, having a general merchant in your settlement, all these merchants now sell shipments of supplies or whatever, raw materials, however you want to call it. So by making sure I have a general trader in every settlement, I can, and of course weapons generate the most caps, I believe. Bars create the most happiness, but I don't really have to worry. I'm not here to generate happiness in my settlements. I suppose it would be cool to get, I can easily get to 80% happiness in most settlements. I guess it's capping that off as much as I can. But there's so many different things that can add happiness to your settlements where you don't have to use stores. Like you can put dogs and cats and they'll generate. As you can see, I kind of boarded off all the cryo chambers. Again, this is kind of a sentimental area for me because this is the final resting grounds of my beloved wife. So I kind of you know, and this is where I started out from. So it's got a little special place in my heart. But again, it's a very secure location for settlers to be, and there's no reason why people would not want to be here. Or why we would not reclaim this. I'm sure that I can add a few more shops in here, and maybe I can figure out a way. It's like I said, I don't want people traveling too far into the vault that are going to come shop, and I don't know how I can make a kind of a hotel area. I don't know how many people are going to want to. I mean, I could use the old cryovat spot, and we could have people, you know, on sleeping bags in there or some beds in that area. But I don't know how many people are going to want to come to my vault and sleep next to some empty corpses or dead corpses. I mean, we might be able to put some beds in there somewhere. Maybe we can turn that into some kind of functioning hotel area. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I'm not too interested in really decorating this one. It really didn't turn out to what I thought. So really, that's about all I'm going to do at this point to that vault. I'm going to go around and wander the wasteland and wait for the settlement numbers to grow. And once I've got 9 or 10 settlers in the location, I think at that point I'll revisit. But really at this point, I think really all it's going to be good for is some shops to generate some caps. I don't really see any benefit to kind of spending a lot of time decorating it because it is just so much that I can't do. Look who finally showed up. It looks like we got some, this must be the guys that were flying around on that vertibird. It looks like they're stalking me, because that's gone. So great. Oh, look, I opened up a new settlement, and here are these, because it's a technological. I get it. It's a vault. It's got technology in it, so here these guys are, ready to get inside and raid my settlement. Doesn't that look like that's what they're doing? Like they're creeping out?